Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to continue with this series on what I take with me in my backpack when I'm hunting the backcountry for elk or anything in the backcountry, in the backwoods, or just actually out camping. Today we're going to go over my cook set, which will start with the MSR pocket rocket, which is my stove, and then the GSI Soloist. And the pocket rocket is a small stove. I'll show you. She packs down super small. And now I know there's a new version of this, but I don't really care for it because I don't like the way the arms fold out on it. It comes in this little black case here. It's kind of a felty feeling case, and then this hard plastic case just to keep everything safe. And right there, that's it. It's pretty small. The arms here, let's see if we zoom in here and get you a better look at it. The arms here, they fold out just like this. You fold each arm out as so, and then boom, that's it right there. Nice, compact, lightweight. I like it. I think it's a great little stove. And continuing on, I'll show you the rest of my setup here, which is the GSI Soloist. And I'll kind of put it all together and show you what I deal with. So the Soloist comes in this bag, and one thing about it, this little case here, it doubles as a, I use it, you can carry water in it, you can wash after you're done, wash your dishes in this. It's just a nice little drawstring case. Also comes with this really nice big pot that has this arm on it, which you squeeze together here and here, and it folds out into the handle. So you got that right there. The lid, you got two sides to this lid here. This right here has drain holes, so you can drain out, and then this is a pour spout on this side. Then on the inside, we've got a little cup, and it's got a neoprene sort of a koozie on it. It does on the inside, and let me see, I'm not positive you're going to be able to see this, but we'll zoom in the best we can. Let's see. On the inside of that there, it's labeled right inside here. It has different markings for volume. So it's got, let me see, I think everything here is in milliliters. It is kind of tough to see, and then it's kind of tough to measure out. But most of the time, I just use a water bottle, so it's pre-measured. I already know what I have out of it. The lid that I showed you earlier does snap onto this, so you can snap this lid right over the top, and it gives you sort of the sippy cup deal. Or if you pour something inside of here you want drained off, you can drain it off into there. Works out really, really nice. And then on the inside, I keep my gas for my stove. So this is a great pot. It's non-stick. I don't know what the heck they made this out of, but I wish all my pots and pans were made of this stuff. It is non-stick. I haven't had any mess in it whatsoever. Easy to clean. It's really good stuff. And then with the pocket rocket, I'll show you. We'll do a quick test here, and I'll kind of show you how fast it boils. We'll put a timer to it and kind of give you an idea. So this just screws right on to your mini, and I use the MSR gas. This one in particular is a 4 ounce. You can go with the bigger size, and once I light this, you're gonna hear it. It's pretty amazing how fast it goes. I'll just use this is a 16 ounce bottle of water. I'll do about half of it, so I'll give you an idea how long it takes to boil about 8 ounces of water, which that's a little more than 8 ounces, but we'll go with that. Anytime you're using something like this, usually with your like Mountain House meals and stuff like that, it's anywhere from 6 to 8 ounces of water anyway, so it gives you a good idea on how fast this thing will work. What I like, it's simple design. Like I said, these spread out, and then right here is your gas control. And turn your gas on. I have a lighter right here. Turn your gas on, and let me see. Let me get our timer here rolling. Once I get it lit and put it on there, I will start the timer, and then I'll show you at the end how long it takes to boil water. About 8 ounces of water. And there it's going. And you can hear it already. I'll just set the pot right on top there. And that's another thing I like. Very, very stable. Very good stuff. And I'll start my timer. And away she goes. So we'll see how long it takes to bring that to a rolling boil. I'll adjust that up a little bit so she's really cranking. You can hear that. It's really going. Some people in the past have complained that this piece here that gets a little hot and melts the rubber. I haven't had an issue with that. I lean it a little harder on that side so the flame goes up around that side. So I've never had an issue with that. But while we're waiting on that to boil, I'll kind of go over what I do specifically. When I'm in the mountains, I compact everything down. I myself, I got a vacuum sealer, and I'll take 3 meals worth, like a Mountain House or whatever your preferred brand is, of dehydrated food. I'll put breakfast, lunch, and dinner in here. I'll also put a tea bag in there just to mix it up for the morning. If I don't have coffee with me, I like to have a tea, or something along those lines. This particular one isn't that nutritious. I've got a ramen noodle in here for a lunch. I've got a lasagna for my dinner. And then there's an oatmeal in here for breakfast. So I take all 3 of these, and there is a tea bag in here. I'll take all these, I'll put them inside the bag, and I'll vacuum seal them down so you get a nice little compact unit like that. And you're set. You throw 3 or 4 of these in your pack with you, and you're set for about 3 or 4 days, which is really great. To me, it works out really nice. Unless you kill something, then it's game on. So right now I am at just about a minute, and I can see steam starting to come off the top of this here. I don't know if it's accurate or not, or if it's a good thing to do or not, but I've also used this when it's been really, really cold in my tent. We camped up on an area called the High Mesa, probably around 11 or 12,000 feet, and it was 17 degrees, and I was freezing at night. So I'd wake up in the middle of the night, turn this on for a few minutes, warm my tent up until it was tolerable, shut it down, get a couple hours of sleep, wake back up, and then do the same. All right, here I am at. Let's see if we can zoom in. I'll show you this. And I am at a rolling boil right now, and we are at just under 3 minutes. And it is a good, strong rolling boil. So that's pretty good for 8 ounces of water, give or take. And I mean, it's boiling heavy. I don't know if I can bring it up to you and see if you can see this really quick. It is definitely a rolling boil. And, well, it isn't now, you can't tell, but it is definitely going. It's boiling really heavy. And that was in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So, I don't think you can beat that. Let me shut her down here and let everything cool down. And that wasn't even cranked all the way up. So you can hear I just boosted her up really nice. The one thing they do make a click, it's an electric clicker for this, for an igniter, which I never carry it with me. I always use a lighter because you should always have a lighter with you for, starting a fire on the outside and everything. The electric clicker just wasn't worth it to me. I didn't see a point in it. Granted, it will light your stove for you, but you always need real fire if you're not going to rub 2 sticks together. It's good to have a good Bic with you, or a mini Bic with you, or whatever. So, that being said, once again, I love this setup. I will say this about it though. The arms here, they do get red hot. They get hotter than shit, so you got to let them cool down and before you pack it away. They do cool pretty fast, but 2 minutes and 46 seconds to boil 8 ounces of water, that's pretty good in my opinion. Overall, it's been a great stove. Never had any issues with it not lighting, or wind has never been a real problem with it either. It really holds true. it's got enough gusto to it that it boils in any kind of weather, whether it's sub-zero or 40, 50 degrees out. It's really worked good for me, so I advise it. And as I said before, I'm a fan of the older version of this pocket rocket. I think it's great. I don't like the weirdness on how the new arms fold out. It's sort of a spin it out and they fold out a little bit differently. And I honestly think the old model outperformed the new model in a lot of the tests that I've seen so far. Again, the GSI Soloist has been a great, this setup here with the pot and the cup. I mean, it gives you a little cup to eat out of, plus it's got this neoprene thing, as I said before. Keeps your hands from burning on the plastic on it. The lid has been really great for draining anything off, and plus it snaps on as a like a snap-on sippy cup type lid for it. I know I didn't really show you that great on the markings on the inside, but there is increments on the inside of this that tell you, you know, how much liquid you're using. But most of the time I have a water bottle with me and I kind of go off of that. That's just what I do, because I drink water out of a water bottle if I don't have my bladder full in this. So it's multi-purpose and it works out pretty good. So, well, that being said, I give this a thumbs up. This is what I use. I know a lot of people, they use different things. There's a ton of different stoves out there that are great, but this one for me has been fast, compact, lightweight, super, super durable, and just an awesome setup. It's worked for me for years. And as I said, I know there's newer versions of this stuff out there, but hey folks, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I just kind of stick with what works for me, and no point in getting new if this is going to continue to work for me. So that's it. That's the GSI Soloist and the MSR Pocket Rocket. That's my cook setup. And thanks very much for watching. Stay tuned, and if you can, like and subscribe, and I'll continue out trying to put out some good videos for you. Continue my series on what I keep in my pack to kind of give you a good informed idea on at least what a good base to start with is if you're going to start backpacking or go out on hunting adventures where, you know, you got a backpack and you're Ninja Turtling it out in the middle of nowhere, what you'll need to survive and what kind of quality equipment you need. So thanks very much for watching. Have a good day. God bless.